The laughing monk, known as Budai, didn't need possessions or titles to live a life full of joy. His laughter was his wealth, and his simplicity his strength. In today's fast-paced world, we're often told that more is the answer: more money, more success, more validation. But the laughing monk teaches us that true happiness is found in letting go, laughing freely, and living with generosity. In this video, we'll explore how embracing his wisdom can lead you to a more peaceful, joyful life, finding joy in simplicity. The laughing monk, Budai, lived a life that was the embodiment of simplicity. His only possession was a sack, and he wandered the world, not in search of wealth or fame, but in pursuit of sharing happiness. In a world where success is often measured by what we accumulate, Budai's life offers a profound lesson. True happiness is found in letting go of excess and embracing the beauty of simplicity. We often think that more is the answer: more things, more achievements, more status. But Budai teaches us that simplicity is the path to peace. By letting go of the clutter in our lives, both physical and mental, we create space for joy to enter. When we focus on the essentials, we remove the distractions that drain our energy and prevent us from fully experiencing the present moment. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with messages telling us that happiness is something to be obtained through acquisition. Yet Budai's carefree spirit reminds us that we can find joy in what we already have. The joy of a quiet walk, a warm cup of tea, or a genuine smile from a stranger. These simple pleasures often bring the deepest satisfaction. By decluttering our minds and our surroundings, we make room for what truly matters: connection, peace, and a deeper appreciation for life's small, yet significant moments. Just as Budai's joy came from within, we too can find lasting happiness by embracing the simplicity of each day. Laughter as a path to healing. The laughing monk Budai was more than just a joyful figure. His laughter was his medicine, a powerful tool for healing. In his presence, people couldn't help but smile, and his infectious joy had the power to dissolve the heaviness of life's challenges. Buddha taught that laughter isn't just a reaction to something funny. It's an intentional choice that helps us connect to the present moment and heal our emotional wounds. Laughter serves as a reminder to lighten our hearts and minds, especially in times of stress and fear. When we laugh, we release tension, calm the nervous system, and shift our focus from worry to joy. Budai's laughter wasn't just about being carefree. It was a deep spiritual practice, a way of embracing life's imperfections and choosing joy over suffering. The shortest distance between two people is a smile, Buddha said, and laughter is that smile, bringing people together and healing the divide between the self and the world. In modern life, where anxiety and stress are prevalent, laughter offers a simple yet profound way to reconnect with ourselves. It reminds us that happiness doesn't have to be earned or reserved for special occasions. It can be found in the everyday moments. Whether it's laughing with friends, watching a funny show, or simply finding humor in life's challenges, laughter is a reminder that joy is always within our reach. Through laughter, we release negativity and create space for healing, allowing us to approach life's difficulties with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Generosity and giving without expectation. The laughing monk Budai is often remembered for his boundless generosity. Carrying only a simple sack, he would offer gifts to anyone in need, from children to strangers. His giving wasn't based on any expectation of return or recognition. It was simply an expression of his joy and compassion. Buddha's teachings reinforce this concept, showing us that true generosity is not about receiving something in return, but about sharing what we have freely with an open heart. Generosity, according to Buddha, is an essential practice for cultivating a peaceful and fulfilled life. When we give without expecting anything in return, we move beyond the ego and the desire for material gain. Giving in this sense becomes an act of love, whether it's a smile, a kind word, or a helping hand. The laughing monk exemplified this selfless spirit, finding immense joy in the act of giving itself, not in the results it might yield. Happiness does not depend on what you have or who you are. It solely relies on what you think, Buddha said, emphasizing that true fulfillment comes from the act of kindness, not its rewards. In our busy, material-driven world, we often give with strings attached, whether it's expecting praise or wanting something in return. But by embracing the spirit of unconditional generosity, we free ourselves from this transactional mindset. We give not to gain, but because it enriches both the giver and the receiver. By practicing generosity without expectation, we align ourselves with the deeper joy that comes from selfless acts of kindness. Detachment from materialism. The laughing monk, Budai, embodied the principle of detachment from materialism. With little more than his sack, he traveled freely, radiating joy and contentment. His life was a testament to the idea that true wealth isn't measured by possessions, status, or external success, but by the inner peace and joy we cultivate. Buddha's teachings emphasize that attachment to material things often leads to suffering, as it ties our happiness to fleeting, impermanent things. In today's world, we are constantly encouraged to acquire more, to chase after the latest trends, the newest gadgets, or the next promotion. Yet Buddha reminds us that this pursuit often creates an endless cycle of desire, one that can never truly be satisfied. You only lose what you cling to, Buddha said, emphasizing that attachment to possessions, wealth, or status only brings temporary satisfaction at best and lasting dissatisfaction at worst. When we attach our happiness to material things, we set ourselves up for disappointment because inevitably these things will change, deteriorate, or be lost. Detachment doesn't mean renouncing everything or living without comforts. It means not allowing material possessions to define our self-worth or happiness. By practicing detachment, we are free to enjoy the things we have without fear of losing them. Buddha taught that when we let go of our attachment to material things, we create space for true happiness, which is grounded in inner peace and compassion, not in the accumulation of wealth or possessions. This freedom allows us to live more fully, with a heart open to the abundance of life, living with acceptance and contentment. The laughing monk Budai lived a life that exemplified acceptance and contentment. No matter the circumstances, he embraced life with a cheerful heart and an open spirit. Buddha's teachings on acceptance remind us that peace is found when we stop resisting what life offers and start accepting things as they are. Life is full of challenges and imperfections, yet when we accept these as part of the natural flow of existence, we find peace in the present moment. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity or resignation. It means acknowledging reality without judgment or resistance. The laughing monk never fought against his circumstances or longed for things to be different. Instead, he accepted the world as it was and made peace with it. By embracing what is, we can free ourselves from the constant frustration that comes with trying to control the uncontrollable. Buddha taught, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. True contentment arises from within, not from external conditions. It's the ability to find peace regardless of what is happening around us. Contentment is the natural byproduct of acceptance. When we stop chasing after external validation, possessions, or success, we realize that what we need to be happy is already within us. Buddha emphasized that happiness isn't found in accumulation, but in the deep acceptance of life as it unfolds. By practicing acceptance and contentment, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, finding peace in the present moment, just as the laughing monk did in his carefree, joyful life. Spreading positivity. The laughing monk, Budai, had an undeniable gift. His joy was contagious. Wherever he went, his laughter, kindness, and cheerful spirit spread positivity, touching the lives of everyone he encountered. Buddha's teachings remind us that positivity is not just an individual experience, it's something that we can share and multiply in the world. When we radiate kindness and joy, we create a ripple effect that lifts the spirits of those around us, spreading good energy far and wide. Buddha taught that our inner state directly impacts the world around us. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared, Buddha said. This profound wisdom highlights how our positivity can uplift others without depleting ourselves. In fact, by spreading joy, we cultivate more of it within ourselves. Just as the laughing monk's infectious laughter brought joy to those he met, we too have the power to influence the emotional climate of our environment. In a world often clouded by negativity, fear, and stress, choosing to spread positivity can have a profound impact. A smile, a kind word, or an act of generosity can brighten someone's day and inspire them to do the same for others. Spreading positivity doesn't require grand gestures. It's the simple, everyday acts of kindness that have the power to change lives. By embracing the laughing monk's spirit, we contribute to making the world a more joyful and compassionate place, one positive action at a time. The laughing monk's joyful spirit teaches us that true happiness comes from within and is amplified when shared with others. By embracing simplicity, laughter, generosity, and acceptance, we can transform our lives and the lives of those around us. Let us follow his example and spread positivity wherever we go, knowing that joy is contagious. If this video resonated with you, subscribe to Monk Mindset for more insights on living a peaceful, joyful, and fulfilling life.